Hey everyone, it's James from Active, and today we have the new 2.3 here with JC who designed it. And let's just talk through a bit about kind of some of the design intentions, what we're still thinking about. This is what we'd call a first working prototype. The thing about kind of product design is that you know going into it there's going to be a lot of issues or things that you want to change, and or parts of it that may not have turned out the way you wanted it to. And that's kind of part of the design process, right? You kind of have to see it in a physical form, interact with it, and then kind of revise from there. Nobody's that good to get from 0 to perfect in the first go, right?
Yeah.
Take it away.
Yeah, so this is the 2.3, named for
Hopefully the flow rate.
hopefully the flow rate, 2.3. That's our target flow rate, so
Yeah. Or
we're
Michael
sticking
Jordan.
to it. The basic idea was we have a induction motor here, large piece of metal, and then our 5-piston pump.
Which has been revised again. You see it, it's made of brass, so it's a completely different material with some different internals as well. This is all meant to be geared towards even further runtime and increased performance. The material itself is more expensive, as well as some of the components inside. You know, brass as a material is softer. Some people have done complete brass units in the past, but I think it's very expensive. I'm not sure a customer will get all the benefits from it, but certainly at the head portion, we're going to see some durability and performance benefits, and it looks really cool.
From a functional point, it's really all about the motor and the pump right here. So that's what we're selling. So the rest of it is meant to really support that. So the cart, I guess you would call it, this piece, the frame, is protecting everything, and as well you're able to lift it, move it around. It's very, very bare bones, simple design here. And then we have the controller box in here. So switch, very simple, and then we have some knob storage, and that's pretty much it. It's very, very bare bones. It's as small as we can make it, while still, maintaining all the functionality that we.
So again, from purely design utility perspective, some people just ship kind of the motor and the pump, and it kind of leave the whole thing exposed. Something like a Kranzler would be similar to that, Kranzel. Or the AR machines, I think they also have a similar format. So why did we bother to add all this metal? As JC said, I think we wanted it so that people could lift it easily. That was one design consideration. Second is for protection, as JC said. I know many people are already using their 2.0s in a mobile setup. This would obviously protect the product and allow them to carry it in and out of their setups if they needed to. Or integrate this into a cart, as some people have also done. Are we going to add wheels to the bottom? I'm not sure.
It's one of the possibilities. Looking at if we could make this foot removable or adaptable in a way, and you could slap a nice caster
Like 4
on
casters
the bottom.
and could wheel around, because it
Yeah.
is quite heavy,
Yeah.
the product, because of the induction motor. And the last part is, we also know lots of people are mounting their 2.0s to the wall for a kind of permanent setup. So we wanted to integrate that functionality into the design of this, because people don't always want to buy a separate shelf or whatnot in order to mount their units. So that's all been thought through in terms of this design, where we are today, and we've just started to fool around with it in terms of, is it working the way we thought? How easy or hard is it to mount? What do we need to think of? Where would the hose sit if we mounted it? Where does the cord sit? Lots of things like that.
That's right. Then the further work as we go forward, there's a bunch of, now that we see it, there's a bunch of aesthetic considerations that, of course, I'm obsessing over. So things like, I'm not crazy about this. The switch works very well, but I don't like the red and green, the yellow. I find it's all a little bit too much for the eyes. We also have the opportunity to recast the housings here, the oil chamber and the main housing around the motor, as well as the fan cover at the back. So I've reworked this whole thing. it now the fin pattern follows the details from the 5-piston pump and kind of flows backward.
I think we also have explored a couple really cool colorways
Yeah.
for the product, which will look amazing.
This one, I feel very good about. We're now in this refinement stage. So, again, if anybody has some great ideas,
Feedback, comments,
Please.
questions.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about the product. I know many of you are really excited about it because I think it's really going to fit into people's typical usage. Again, the induction motor has a much longer lifespan. We're going to make this easier, easier to use in the sense of kind of how that you can mount it, how you can store it. It's going to have a longer service cycle as well versus our 2.0. So really going to be, our effort to really push this product even to a higher quality level. And because we know a lot of people really enjoy the performance and are using it in a commercial application, even though we're trying to dissuade that on some of the lower, smaller units, but that's what it is. So yeah, I think we're excited about it and hopefully you guys are too. Thanks as always for your support. Leave your comments and stay tuned for the next update.